The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 01 44 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net. Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for March the 24th, 2014. I am later than advertised, so I do apologise. Again, there was some computer issues out of my control again. Again, you can make your smart comments and say that I should have predicted it. I kind of did in one way, because the computer was overheating, and when it's overheating, it's not a good sign, and unfortunately it took this amount of time to get it fixed. But thankfully we're live on air now, and again, it's the exact same show, so don't panic at all. I will be here for the next 45 to 50 minutes as well. If you would like to get a free reading on the show tonight, all you have to do is simply send in your question, and if you have not yet sent it in, please do so. You can go to my website, irishpsychic.net, click on the radio show tab there on the left hand side, and there you can submit your question. I will be taking the majority of questions from that website tonight, so please do make sure you check that out. And if you do not get a reading on the air tonight, well, don't forget you can get a private reading with me. Readings start from €3, £2, which is $4. And if you are sending in a question, by the way, please do include your location. I do always love to know where you're listening in from, and again, it's always good to find out as well. If you have had a reading with me on the show, please do send in your feedback as well. You can simply send in your feedback by clicking the feedback tab there, again on my website, which is irishpsychic.net. Again, the show is a mixture of tarot readings and music, so if you do hear music throughout the show, do not panic. A lot of people do send in messages wondering where I am. Again, it is an entertainment show, so that's why there is music as well. And I would love to be able to speak to I would love to be able to speak for 1 hour, but unfortunately I cannot, and that's why it just gives me time to look up the questions as well. Okay, so time for another bit of music, and then I'll be taking the first question here on the show tonight. This is Don't Be Afraid by Mark Arncanty.
Don't hold on to the past. If it's good, it won't last. Keep looking ahead and you'll make it. The road up ahead of you's nothing to dread. If you find your true purpose and take it, adapt to the change, even if it feels strange. There's nothing you can't rearrange. Forget all the plans that you've made and don't be afraid. Open your mind, who knows what you might find. Imagine your worst fear and face it. Break through the wall, get back up when you fall. Confront the unknown and embrace it. Adapt to the change, even if it feels strange. There's nothing you can't rearrange. Forget all the plans that you've made. Now don't be afraid.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the show. It is now 23:48, but do not panic. Usually I go off air at midnight, but because the show has just started, it's only 11 minutes into the show, I am here, like I've mentioned, for the next 45 to 50 minutes. If you would like to get a reading on the show tonight, please send in your question. Go to my website, irishpsychic.net, click on the radio show tab there, and you can send in your question. You can also tweet the show by simply going to Twitter and using the tag @PsychicIrish and include your question and location as well. And finally, the other way of getting a reading on the show tonight is by joining the Facebook group page. And if you're on Facebook, simply search for the Irish Psychic Radio Show. It could not be any easier. Okay, so it's time for the first few readings of the night, and the questions have been flooding in, so that's really, really good. And the first person I'd like to start off with is Veronica, and you're all the way in California, so hello to you, Veronica. And no matter where you are listening in at the moment, again, even if you miss the live show, do not panic. You can catch the podcast. And basically, a podcast is just the saved show. So no matter when you visit my website, click on the radio show tab there, and it'll show up with regards to the last show that was just broadcast. And it's always a good way, no matter where you are listening in, it doesn't, even if you do miss the live show, do not panic, because, the show is always saved, like I've mentioned. Okay, so in relation to the question, Veronica, you just wanted to find out just a reading to see what's going on with me. No problem. Well, the card is after flying out there, so we'll see what card that is. And I'm just asking Spirit to connect to the energy and to a particular question that may be going on in your life at the moment. Okay, when I'm kind of connecting with you here, Veronica, at the moment, they're kind of making me feel like if I have a sore throat at the moment. And usually when I get a sore throat in a reading, it's kind of to do with anger, and it's to do with kind of getting something off my chest. And it's like if you, I suppose, have not, the way they're kind of giving me the message, Veronica, is it's like if you have not yet spoken up for yourself, or it's like if you have not defended yourself. It's like if I feel there's an issue, a kind of a family issue at the moment, where you're kind of stepping back and you're kind of thinking, oh, I'll just keep my mouth shut. And it's very, it's all good, it's all well and good, should I say, keeping your mouth shut, but when you have something that you need to get off your chest, and when it's something that you need to kind of, I suppose, speak about and kind of have your view and have your say, Spirit is kind of saying here to make sure that you do have your say and make sure that you do speak up for yourself as well. Because the main reason why I'm saying that here, Veronica, is you have the Balance card, that's in the reverse position. You have the 10 of coins, you have the 4 of swords, and you also have the Horseman of coins as well. But the Horseman of coins can indicate an issue here where it could be to do with something like a legal issue with regard to will or something like that. But I do feel it's connected in terms of the family and in terms of someone who's passed over as well. I do feel that it's quite connected to something like that. Again, with regards to the 4 of swords, when the 4 of swords comes up, it's always about an issue that may be still around you at the moment, and it could be from the past as well. So just be careful that you're dealing with everything as, I suppose, best as you can, but not to let anything get the better of you either, because again, with regards the Balance card, because it's after coming up in the reverse position, it's like if they're saying here things may be a little bit out of balance, but it's just a matter of time before everything works itself out. So I do hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well, Veronica from California, for sending in your question. Okay, the next person I would like to read for. Okay, I'm not too sure who this person is, but they have down in the name section, impatient, looking for love. And the question is, have I met my true love yet? If not, can I have a hint about his name, please? Okay, no problem at all. And as you can hear, I'm just shuffling the cards now, and I'm just asking Spirit to connect to your question. And again, just like the person who sent in the question there, even if you don't want to include your name, you're more than welcome to send in, you can call yourself a nickname if you want, but it's always good just to have something to address you by as well. Okay, so I'm just laying out the cards now. This is in relation to, have I met my true love yet? Okay. Quite interesting, actually, the way they're kind of giving me the message, because I do have the Youth of Swords, which indicates the person around you. We also have the Seven of Coins in the upright position, but we also have the Commitment card in the reverse position. It's like if either you or the relationship, it's kind of like if you're not fully committed to the relationship, or vice versa, with regards him as well. I'm not too sure if he's involved in a trade of some sort, because I'm kind of picking up quite a stocky, quite a well-built male around you as well. And I'm not too sure if the work is kind of constant, because the way I'm kind of getting the message is it's like if the work is kind of on and off. So that can possibly mean, a person in a trade, but it can also mean that maybe he's out of work at the moment. So again, I'm not too sure why I'm actually getting that particular issue, but that's the way they're kind of giving me the message. I also have the Two of Swords in the upright position, and also the Seven of Coins as well. It's like if, I suppose, the way they're kind of giving me the message here, for the person who sent in the message, it's like if the way they're giving me the message is, it's like if I haven't yet put my finger on it. So it's like if I still haven't made up my mind, or it's still like if I'm kind of undecisive about the whole situation. And I suppose no matter what relationship you're in, you're always going to have, these uncertainties. You're always going to have good days and bad days. And it's about working through those, particular days. And I always say, if your partner treats you with the love and respect, that's the most important thing, and vice versa as well, because for a relationship to work out, it has to be equal as well. So again, I hope that has answered your question. And again, if you would like a further in-depth reading on that particular question, please just purchase a reading via my website, which again is where you've sent in your question. Thank you very much as well for your question, and I hope that has clarified a few things for you as well. It is now 23:54. Again, I'm here for the next 30 minutes, so if you would like to go reading on air with me, all you have to do is simply tweet your question at Psychic Irish. You can also send in your question via my website, irishpsychic.net, and click on the radio show, and finally via Facebook as well. Just simply search for the Irish Psychic radio show there on Facebook. Again, time for a quick break. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
seven seas to get inside the candy shop and lose the key. I wanna know I'm real and the feelings that I feel all add up to something, that's the deal. I wanna lay on a car looking up at the stars like they do in the movies. I wanna say that it's groovy, 'cause no one says that anymore. I wanna be a big romantic fool instead of cool, but all of this means nothing without you. I wanna know it all won't stay the same, and the little things we do can make a change. I wanna know it's there, and even though we'll disappear, I need the world to know that I was here. I wanna lay on a car looking up at the stars like they do in the movies. I wanna say that it's groovy, 'cause no one says that anymore. I wanna be a big romantic fool instead of cool, but all of this means nothing without you. Rain falling helps to make me feel, helps to keep me real, every feeling feels. I wanna lay on a car looking up at the stars like you do in the movies. I wanna say that it's groovy, 'cause no one says that anymore. I wanna be a big romantic fool instead of cool, 'cause all of this means nothing without you. I wanna say that it's groovy, 'cause no one says that anymore. I wanna be a big romantic fool instead of cool, 'cause all of this means nothing, all of this means nothing, everything is nothing without you.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball, the answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 2 minutes past 12 here in Ireland, and it is now the 25th of March. So if you're still awake, fair play to you. Again, hopefully I don't put you to sleep. But again, if you do have work in the morning, don't panic. If you have to go sleep right now, again, the show's podcasted, which simply means you simply go back to my website tomorrow and click play, and you can fast forward and rewind just to see if you did get a reading on the show. And speaking of fast forwarding, again, don't forget the show is on Monday, which is tonight. We have the next show on Wednesday at 11 p.m. and Friday again. And fingers crossed there will be a very special guest with me on Wednesday, and he is someone that you are not to miss. He is really, really amazing. So fingers crossed I can get him on the show. When I say fingers crossed, again, I did tell him, but sometimes people, obviously make plans and then they forget because, again, there's a time difference as well because this particular person is over in the USA, but he is really, really good. So fingers crossed we will be able to get him on the show. Okay, so the questions are flooding in, and if you've just joined me, by the way, you're very welcome to the show. If this is your first time listening to the show, again, I do hope you make it a regular occurrence, and do tell your friends and family about the show now. So even if you're on Twitter now, or if you're on Facebook and you're currently listening into the show, just simply type down on your status, I'm listening into the Irish Psychic Radio Show, and I'm sure everyone is going to ask you where to go. Well, then simply just give them my website, which is irishpsychic.net. It is that simple. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for is from Carlo72. And Carlo72 has just said, does he know I know what he meant, and where did I put the beads? Okay, well, I can only answer one question, I'm afraid. So the question that I'm going to answer is, does he know I know what he meant? Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards now, Carlo. And when Spirit tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. I'll lay out the cards for your reading. Okay, so that was quite quick. They just told me to stop, and I'm just laying out the cards now, Carlo. You're just asking the question, does he know I know what he meant? Okay. Okay, quite interesting actually, the cards that are coming up here in relation to that particular question. We have the Death card, which is one of the major cards, and a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. We also have the Ten of Swords, that's in the upright position. We have the Temperance card, which is the spiritual card, that's in the reverse position. We have the Moon card, that's in the upright position. Also the Five of Coins in the upright position as well. It's quite interesting that the Five of Coins come up along with the Death card here, Carlo. The way they're kind of giving me the message here, the answer is yes, that he does know. He does know that what you've been mentioning there, and I kind of feel that it's quite a personal, quite a private thing that you've mentioned, and it's kind of a private situation as well. But I do feel that there's a complete transformation around the situation, if that makes sense. And I don't want to go into too much information here, while we're on air. But the way they're kind of giving the message is, don't be kind of, I suppose, hesitant in speaking. Because I'm kind of picking up here that it's like if you're connecting yourself with regards to your own spiritual journey, and with regards, spirit as well. It's like if you're trying to communicate with them as well, or they're trying to communicate with you. And it's like if you're unsure if they are, I suppose, speaking back to you. And the answer is yes, they definitely are. So kind of take on board, the advice that you're getting as well. It's like if you are having mixed emotions or mixed signals around the situation here. But I do feel that over the next 10 weeks that everything will work itself out. And again, you'll be kind of in a different place than you are right now. So I hope that makes sense, Carlo. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. The next person, from Anonymous, will I be successful being a beautician? No problem at all. I love beauticians, being honest. Again, with regards to all the facial products that you offer and things like that. So if you are local to me, please do let me know. I'd love to get at least a facial anyway. I love all that kind of beauty stuff. Hopefully it works though, because maybe you're like me. I'm one of those people that I go into the shops and I see the sign that says makes you look 10 years younger. And all those kind of different things. And the minute I see something like that on a packet, I'm just immediately drawn to it. I pick it up, I smell it, and I go, right, I have to buy it. But it's always a good thing when someone actually says to you, when you go into town and you meet your friends, and they say, oh, you look really well today. Maybe it's just kind of your subconscious thinking, oh, is it from the cream that I've just put on? But I'm usually the first person that says, oh, it's new moisturizer, etc., or something like that. But there's kind of so much beauty products out there, and I'm sure with regards to your question as well, with regards will I be successful being a beautician, I'm sure you're enjoying it as well. Okay, so I'm just laying out the cards now. Okay, quite interesting actually, because they are giving me a message here. It's like if you've been, I suppose, the way they're kind of giving me the message here is it's like if there's been a journey where you've, I suppose, finally ended up where you are now, if that makes sense. It's like if you've felt kind of like if you're going in the wrong direction, or you felt like if you should take a different alternative. And I don't feel that is going to happen at all. I think that, with regards, will you be successful being a beautician? I feel that the answer is yes. And the main reason why I'm saying that is we have the Happiness card here, otherwise known as the Sun card. And when that particular card comes out, it is one of the most positive cards that you can find within the tarot deck. Now you do also have the Escape card, which is otherwise known as the Five of Swords. Don't let the little things and don't let the pressure get the better of you. It's like if you are, I suppose, thinking, are you making the right decisions? Will things work out for you, etc. And, no matter what profession you're in, no matter what kind of, situation that's presented in front of you, you're always going to have some negative doubts. You're always going to have that, little doubt in your mind where you're not kind of happy with your own kind of decisions, if that makes sense. It's like if at the moment you're in a position where, other people are making all the decisions for you and you're kind of just, following along. And it's like if I feel that you don't like being tied down, if that makes any sense. So I do feel that you will be going off on your own in years to come, if that makes sense. So that's usually, setting up your own business or something like that. Again, with regards to the Nine of Swords, I am picking up that there is kind of an issue around you at the moment. Usually when the Nine of Swords comes up, it can indicate that there's a kind of a problem or there's an issue. I don't feel it's to do with the work side of things. I kind of feel it's to do with something else. So again, just watch out for that as well. So I hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question as well. Hello all the people as well in the Spreaker chat room. Hello to Tracy Jane and to Toby Jug as well. You're very welcome to the show. Toby, just so you know, if you are a first-time listener of the show, if you would like to get a reading on the show, simply go to my website, which is my screen name on the chat room, which is irishpsychic.net, and click then on the radio show tab on the left hand side, and there you can submit your question as well. And just make sure, Toby, you include your name and include your location as well. It's always good to find out where you're sending in a question from. Okay, so we'll take another question, I think, before we take another bit of music. I'm slurring my words now. Before we take another bit of music there. Again, it is 9 minutes past 12 here, so it is quite late, so that's why I am getting a bit tired as well. And I'm sure you're getting tired as well. Again, I do apologise for the lateness of the show. It was supposed to start at 11, but there was some technical issues. A big shout out there to Mary in Kilkenny, who's listening in at the moment, and a big shout out there to Amy as well. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for is Kelly, and Kelly has just asked, when will I have a baby? Okay, again, with regards to a question like that, Kelly, it would be a medical question, and again, I can ask the tarot by all means, and I can ask Spirit as well, but I do have to stress as well that all psychic readings are for entertainment purposes only, and if you are suffering from any illness or issue that you may want a psychic to answer, again, we cannot answer those particular questions. Okay, so I'm just, after shuffling the cards, I'm just laying out the cards now. You're just asking the question, when will I have a baby? And again, I can only advise from what the cards say. Okay, quite interesting. The first card out is we have the Star card, which is a wish coming true. We also have the Youth of Coins, which represents a boy. And we also have the Seven of Swords here in the upright position. They're actually indicating here, with regards when will I have a baby here, Kelly, they are kind of giving me the message here with regards to July, so that's usually when you'll probably fall pregnant, or that's kind of a particular month that is quite significant to the pregnancy here, and that is July. So again, I hope that has answered your question. Again, I know it's short and I know it's sweet, but hopefully it has clarified a few things for you as well. But I do have to stress that if there was any medical issue or any thing that's holding you back from falling pregnant, again, that would be a doctor's area that you would need to speak about there. So I hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much, Kelly, for sending in your question as well to the show. Time for a quick break. If you would like to get a reading on the show, there is only 10 minutes left of the show. How time flies here on the Irish Psychic Show. So if you have just got a reading on the show, please send in your feedback. Simply click on the feedback tab there on my website on the left hand side, and if you would like a friend or a family member to get a reading on the show, again, just tell them where to send in their question. Time for a quick break. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball, the answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
I don't wanna miss you. I don't wanna wish you were here. The days turn into weeks, the months turn into years, and I fear never seeing your face, always trying to change. chase memories I lost in my mind. All the things you do, if God had given you just one chance and a little more time. So I try to forget, I try to deny, I try to move on, but it's so hard not to cry. When everything's right, something feels wrong. I've tried to believe that you've been here all along, and maybe you're not all gone. Everything reminds me of you. I can't rewind the time, and nothing I say and nothing I do can change the way that I've been missing you. The pain that I've been going through every day since you went away, and now you fade away in time. My memories skip the line, and sometimes I think that I'm losing you. I tried to sing your name, just one note, but the words they stick in my throat, and I don't know what to do. So I try to forget, and I try to deny, I try to move on, but it's so hard not to cry. When everything's right, something feels wrong. I've tried to believe that you've been here all along, and maybe you're not all alone. Help me not to fall on my knees. Maybe you're not all alone, all alone. Just send your words in your love on the breeze. I try to forget, I try to deny, I try to move on, but it's so hard not to cry. When everything's right, something feels wrong. I've tried to believe that you've been here all along. So I try to forget, and I try to deny, and I try to move on, but it's so hard not to see you. When everything's right, something feels wrong. I've tried to believe that you've been here all along, and I try to forget, and I try to deny, and I try to move on, but it's so hard not to see you. When everything's right, something feels wrong. I've tried to believe that you've been here all along, and maybe you're not all alone.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball, the answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
say in such a short time. It's hard to pick the 4 lines to wrap it in the packages delivered at your door. Like, of course, things have changed, no matter how hard you grip the detail. But I'ma keep it major, so that the bigger picture prevails. Brian got jumped, so now you're smoking again. Quit quitting when the anger turned into the new depression. And Molly's up in college, kinda hard to believe. And mom and pops are doing great, you see him every 2 weeks. You're still with Susie, living in a 1-bedroom in Brooklyn. You do the cleaning while she does the cooking. You got a dog and a cat to a whole little family that makes home something fun that you can come back to. And the crew's thinned out a bit, not from lack of love, but you've always talked the big one, now it's time to back it up. So here we are, a quarter century's test, and for the first time in your life, you can say you did your best now.
Found what you lost, well, bouncing through bars. Take a deep breath of the paint, the smog, the clouds and exhaust. So keep the chain swinging, bad against your palm. Take the road less compatible, then cram it in a song. Cause they're not gonna pay, stay rocking pockets of change. But know when to call the game, cause bathroom floors are all the same. And it ain't glamorous to play the saint, the sinner and the Lazarus. Sometimes leave that passion in the kitchen drawer where the matches is. Your friends will die and take their lives and overdose. And when you see a dysfunctional family once a year, just hold them close. Cause you're a fighter, at least you still say that in your head. And yes, sentence, you guessed it, you still stress to pay the rent, but it's all peace. You packed up your girl and moved out east, and every day you either write or work on 4 hours of sleep. You've been all over the country making music with your friends, so keep doing what you're doing, cause I do it all again.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball, the answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 21 minutes past 12 here in Ireland. And again, there is only 5 minutes left of the show, I'm afraid. Not that I'm going to bed. I was just talking there to the people in the Spreaker chat room. And usually I am freezing. I'm not too sure if anyone else kind of suffers from this, but either my feet are freezing. And speaking of my feet, I actually have a hot water bottle at my feet at the moment. That's how cold my feet actually get, that I have to have a hot water bottle. But I also have a heater in the studio as well. And usually I can never feel the heat in the studio. But now at the moment it's actually 22 degrees actually, because I have a thermometer here as well, which I think is actually too hot for the room. So again, I'm after turning it off because I'm actually that hot at the moment. And just there to the G Radio just said I'm having a hot flush. G Radio, I think it could be right. Okay, so it's time to continue on with the psychic readings. And I have the next person lined up for me. And don't forget, if you are tweeting the show, don't forget you have to put down at Psychic Irish, and that's PSYCHIC and then Irish IRISH. Okay, so I'm going to read for the final 2 people of the night, so you could be one of the lucky ones. And don't forget, if you are on Facebook and you've joined the group, the Irish Psychic Radio Show group page, make sure you click going on the event. Even if you're not going to be going and you're going to be listening in the following day, please make sure that you click going, because every now and again I give a prize away to the people who've clicked going, and it's very important that you click going, because again, if you don't click it, well then you're not in the draw, but if you do click it, again, you're in the draw. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for, again, I'm just going through the questions here on my Facebook. Actually, no, sorry, I'm actually on my website, which is irishpsychic.net. There you go, just goes to show you I am getting tired myself. Do you know what, I think I'll actually take an email, because it's not often I take an email, but I will. And if you've never emailed the show, by the way, all the details, again, can be found on my website. And again, if you have not yet got my app as well, there is an Android app available for the show and for my whole website. And if you just go to the Google Play Store and type in Irish Psychic, and that's two separate words, Irish, then space, and then Psychic. Again, you'll be able to download that. It is 100% free. There's special offers within the app, and you can also communicate with the show and email the show as well. Okay, we have a question in here from John, and John is in Dublin. And John has just asked the question, when will I be moving? Okay. I kind of feel that you want to move abroad here for some strange reason here, John, but we'll see what comes up. So again, I'm just shuffling the cards now. When they tell me to stop John, I'll stop shuffling the cards, lay the cards for your reading. Okay, so they just told me to stop John. I'm just laying out the cards now. Okay, quite interesting actually, because they're indicating here that it will be at least 6 months here, John, before this move takes place. However, we do have the 7 of coins in the reverse position. We also have the 4 of coins as well in the reverse position as well. It's like if there is something not holding you back, but it's like if there's something that you need to do first of all. It's like if either you're going to do some training or something like that, or it's like if you're within the environment that you're in, like the job, etc. It's either they're going to put you on a course or something like that. I kind of feel that there's very much a learning aspect to this before you kind of move away as well. Now again, usually if I was looking for the abroad cards, I'd be looking for certain particular tarot cards, and they didn't actually come up, so I presume it is just within where you are at the moment. So again, I hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. And the final person of the night is Bryn from Cork, and Bryn has just asked the question, when will my husband receive the money we have been told we're getting? Okay, no problem at all, Bryn. Again, I'm just shuffling the cards, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and lay the cards for your reading. Again, I do have to apologise. On air, the readings are very, very short. It is just a micro reading. Again, I do try and get through as many questions as possible. If you would like a further in-depth reading, again, they can last up to 30 minutes, depending on whatever reading you purchase. Simply select what reading you require on the left-hand side on my website, depending on how many questions you have, and again, I'll be able to answer them for you in private as well. In terms of the question there, Bryn, I don't actually feel that it's going to be quite soon, or I don't feel it's going to be this year, because we have the Horseman of Coins. Again, that's an indication of money. We also have the Star card in the reverse position, and usually when the Star card comes up, it's kind of not a bad sign, but it's kind of like if there's going to be delay, or there's going to be a situation where it's not going to be exactly what the amount that you're waiting on, if that makes sense. It's like if it's not, it's like if what you've been agreed on is not going to be the case, if that makes sense. But I don't feel it's going to be this year, and that's where they're kind of giving me the message at the moment. So I do hope, Bryn, that has answered your question, and can I just say thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. Well, I'm afraid that is it for another edition of the Irish Psychic Show. If you would like to get a reading on Wednesday's show, please do send in your question now to the show. Simply go to irishpsychic.net, click on the radio show, and send in your questions starting from now. Again, I will be having a very special guest with me on Wednesday's show, so that person will be answering those questions for you as well. And that goes for anyone who's had a reading already. You're more than welcome to post a question there as well. But unfortunately, not everyone is going to get a reading on air. But even if you don't, it's always good to listen in as well, just in case you do. Can I just say thank you very much to all the people in the Spreaker chat room as well for keeping me company through that 50-minute show there. To G Radio, Tracy Jane, and also Toby as well. You're very welcome. And again, Toby, I do hope you're listening to Wednesday's show. For myself, Irish Psychic, Gary, take care and have a fantastic night. And I do hope you all have sweet dreams as well. Take care. For myself, Irish Psychic, good night. This is Don't Say Goodbye by Chris Koo.
has come for you to go. The time just passes quickly by. So many things I want you to know. So many things that make me smile. Hold me a little bit longer. Hold me and don't you say a word. Hold me a little while longer. Remember what I have to say. Remember all this as you go. Don't say goodbye, 'cause goodbye's not for friends. Don't say goodbye, 'cause goodbye means the end. You'll be far away from me. Forever you'll be in my heart. I close my door, all I see will never really be apart. So hold me a little bit closer, and don't you say a word. Hold me a little bit closer. Remember what I had to say. Remember as you go. Don't say goodbye, 'cause goodbye's not for friends. Don't say goodbye, goodbye means the end. I can't wait forever to have you by my side.